Hello, my lovelies. Happy Tuesday. No, it's Wednesday. It's not Tuesday, it's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're all okay. Hope everybody is well. What are we doing tonight? I'm going to do the challenge post first of all. And then we're going to be doing a little project afterwards. Hopefully you are enjoying the sunshine. I've got washing on the line. It's lovely. Actually got some sunshine here, which is nice. Hi Anne. Hello, my darling. How are your nails? And Anne had her nails done today. We had a crazy, Anne will tell you, we had a crazy morning. Absolutely loopy morning in the shop again. I think all the people that came in yesterday told another coach load to come in. Not quite a coach load, but certainly quite a lot of people in the shop. We couldn't move. There's so many people in there, we literally couldn't get up and down. I mean, we're only tiny anyway. Those of you who've been to the shop will know. It's teeny tiny, the shop. So many people there, you couldn't get moved for people. It was brilliant, but crazy this morning. Loopy. But that's all good. It's sunshine brought everybody out, you see. Let's say hello to people. Hi Liz, hi Helen, hi Eileen, hi Marion. Fabulous. I have been busy working on the the next sample for the online classes we've got with Adam coming up. I'm working on the clamshell one at the moment. I've done all the templates. I'm just making sure that all the templates work together and everything. Hopefully by next week I'll be able to show you a finished sample of that one. But yeah, if you go to, there are still a few spaces, not many, but a few spaces on the 2 online classes we've got going. One is on the 23rd of June. They're both Monday evenings again. 6 till 8:30, £25 for 2.5 hours of crafting and chat with me and Adam. If anybody fancies booking on, grab those spaces. You need to go to Creative Hideaway. If you Google Creative Hideaway, it's in the events section there. Okay, my lovelies. Hi Ali, hello my darling, and hi Marilyn. Oh, lots and lots of you. And Marianne, hello, hi. First things first, we're going to do the challenge post. I promised I'd do it today, so that's what we're going to do first. I've got hiccups. Sorry, excuse me. I've just downed a cup of tea really too quickly, and it's giving me hiccups. Right, let's go over to this one. So, I've got another prize somewhere. Where has it gone? Excuse me. Oh, all the snots and everything. Then, right. So all of your names are in the hat. Everybody who put a picture on. The challenge post was show me your UFOs, and yes, you did. You absolutely showed us your UFOs. Oh, someone's jumped out of the basket. So I've put you all in a basket. I'm going to do 2 little prizes. I've got one of the brand new William Morris. So all of this is on the website, the William Morris. For those of you who are Morris fans, this is called Morris Manor, Best of Morris, and it's yummy. It's going fast. I sold loads of it in the shop today. It's going really, really fast. Let me just go to the close-up a second and you can see this. It's all those traditional William Morris prints, but in the most beautiful sort of blacks and blues and greens and creams. Not sort of like the reds and all in there this time. It's yummy, 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 yummy. So I'm going to give one of these away. And I've got the little Sacre Bleu, which we've also got in now in all of the pre-cuts, and which is the new French General, which again is all those beautiful, beautiful prints. So I'm going to do that as one prize, and then I thought I'd give away. Oh, people keep falling out. The little bag that we made last week. With the little Safe and Sound bag, which is in the threads, and I thought I'd give away the matching threads little sunglasses case as well, glasses case. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 prizes, so we're going to do 1 and 2. Okay, so for the first prize, which is this one, let's have a little wiggle around, make sure everybody's back in there, and move you all around. And Marion, it's lovely, isn't it, hun? Really, really pretty. Right, let's go with, I'm not looking, I promise, that one there. So that is going to Claire Norrie. Claire, these are coming to you, lovely. So let me just slide that into there so I know who to send it to in the morning. And then I'm going to send these little ready-made things that we did to another prize winner. Hi, Marlene. Hello, my lovely. Hi, Lorraine. Hi. Right, there we go. Let's go with, go that side. We're going to send those to Angela Dennis. Angela, I'm going to send these in the post to you as well. Okay, so I'll pop that in there. So thank you for joining in the challenge post again. I do love seeing all your stuff. You were all very brave showing me all of your UFOs. Oh, let's wish Hayley as well. She put a picture up and she came into the shop today. It's her birthday today. So if you're watching, Hayley, happy birthday, lovely. I hope you had a lovely day. It was lovely to see you this morning. Oh, there you are, Claire. Claire, you were first prize. I'm going to send you it out now, lovely. Hi, Carol. Hello, my lovelies. So lots of you coming online. Right. What we're going to make tonight is, so for those of you who know, I'm sure I've told you all lots and lots, I am highly allergic to strawberries. Like EpiPen, anaphylactic shock, allergic to strawberries. So when I made this little bag, my husband went, why on earth would you make a strawberry? And I was like, oh, it wasn't really supposed to. When I made the original sample, did it in scraps. And he said, and it was a red fabric here, and I'd actually put a navy up there. But he was like, it looks just like a strawberry. Why would you make a strawberry? I was like, well, these are the type of strawberries that won't kill me. So, Claire, thank you. Absolutely thrilled. That's okay. Does it mean you have to tackle you? Yeah, you have to get at least one UFO finished, Claire. That's the deal, okay? So it's a little foldable tote. So I've done this in the magic dot, okay, because I thought this really did look like a strawberry with this red one. If I come to the close-up, it's the magic dot range. So I've used the red for the pocket and the green for the little drawstring bit. And then when you open all this all out, it turns into a tote bag, okay, like that. Now, it's not a very big tote bag, but you could certainly get a few bits in there in an emergency. You know, if you're doing a little shop, you can absolutely get quite a lot in there. You know, maybe not your full grocery shop, but what's that, Lynn? So you're doing grandparents' duty as your daughter's in hospital. Oh, bless. Well, I'm sending lots and lots of good wishes, Lynn, to your daughter. I hope she's well soon. And hi, Leslie, as well. Oh, Anne's put a little link up for the Creative Hideaway too. Hi, Joyce. Hello, my darlings. So the whole idea of this is that, you know, you can keep it as small in your bag or hang it from your bag. And then when you're done with it, you just shove it all back in there like that. Okay. And then pull your drawstrings and you've got a little foldable tote. Okay. So, so this is what we're going to make tonight, okay? Just because I thought it was cute. I like the idea of being able to fold it all down, and then by doing it in the red and green, it did look like a bit of a strawberry, okay? So what you're going to need is 2 pieces of fabric, which are 13 by 14, okay? This becomes the actual bag bit, all right? You will then need a square of fabric, which is 8 3/4 by 8 3/4, and you're going to cut that in half diagonally, so you've got 2 triangles. Okay, just realised it's really dark this side. Let me just put that light on as well. We should be all right then. Your granddaughter would love that strawberry bag. Well, you're going to have to make one now, Claire, aren't you? It's no good. And they're quite a quick make as well, as you'll see. So you need a square of fabric, which ends up being the pocket bit, which is 8 3/4 by 8 3/4, cut it in half diagonally. Now I've already done some prep work, okay, so ignore that bit for now. And then you're going to need 2 pieces of fabric, which end up being the drawstrings, which are 2 inches by 9 inches, and you're going to need 2 of those. And then you want 2 pieces of fabric for your straps, and this could be anything. It could be webbing if you wanted to, rather than make your straps. And these are 4 inches by 16 inches, okay? So you could absolutely play around with the sizes on these if you wanted to, all right? So first things first, we are going to start with one of your triangles and your 2 inch by 9 inch, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to just give this a quick press because it got a bit screwed up, and then fold over on the short edges about a 1/2 inch seam, okay? Now, these don't have to look like strawberries. These could be made from all sorts of scraps. They're very small pieces, so you could do them in any colours. It was just the fact that I chose a red piece for the original one. I was like, oh, it does kind of look like a strawberry. So, and then I'm folding that in half and giving that a really good iron, okay? So I folded in the ends, ironed them, folded it in half and ironed again, okay? And then you just want to find the centre. So I'm just going to fold that up and finger press just there. Okay, so I've got a little crease. Just mark it or pop a pin in just so you can see where the centre is. Okay, and then you're going to take one of your triangles, and on the long diagonal edge you're going to again find the centre. So find the centre just there, finger press that in like that, and then we're going to match up raw edges and that centre to the centre like that. Okay, you can see you've got fabric either side, which is what you want. So I'm going to put a pin in there and a pin in there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this over to the machine, and we're just going to stitch down and stitch those raw edges down. Okay, 1/4 inch all the way down. So what have you all been up to? Has anyone been up to anything fun? Have you been enjoying the sunshine? Have you been out in the garden? Have you been for a little walk or anything today? Do have a chat with me, ladies. Let me know what you are up to. I'm wondering where Josh is actually. Josh isn't back yet, which is most unlike him. Oh, just reverse, just there. Most unlike it. There we go. So I've just stitched down. I've just used my 1/4 inch, but you could use just normal edge of foot. Absolutely, doesn't matter. And then back over here, take those pins out, and we want to fold this over and iron it because you want it to sit towards the point. Okay, so you want the seam to go that way. So I'm going to just press that first that way, and then we're going to flip it back over, and this little bit here where you can see the rest end of this triangle, you just want to continue that seam. Okay, so the width of whatever you've stitched it, just iron in a little single hem like that side, and do the same this side. So just iron that over like that, and over we go. Okay, give that a really good press. Done that first one. You're going to repeat that and make a second one. Okay, Marion, what's that? You've been to Portsmouth Gunwolf Quays today. Oh, nice. Oh, lovely. Oh, it's pretty down there, isn't it? There we go. Did you do some shopping, or was it just for a walk? What did you get up to? We're going to do two of those. You're going to pop those aside for later. Okay, now you're going to take one of your 13 inch by 14 inch bag pieces. Okay, and on one of the short edges, your 13 inch edge, we're going to turn a double hem. So about 1/2 inch in, like that, all the way down, just press in a hem. There we go, all the way along. And then the same again, so turn that over again, so you've got a little double hem. So, I mean, these would be so good to use, you know, I have old pieces like, you know, calico, anything really, old curtains you could make these out of, you know, really nice and easy. Okay, so you're going to go a little double hem there, and we're going to just prep one of the straps. So as per usual with our straps, I folded it in half, and then brought my edges over to the middle, and then over again. So first things first, I'm just going to put a line of stitching in this just to make the strap. Okay, some shopping and a walk. Your husband likes to watch the boats. I totally get it, lovely. There's something very peaceful, isn't there? Well, I don't doubt it. What's the word I'm trying to think? I was going to say, I don't disagree. I can sympathise with him. I think there's something very peaceful about watching boats out at sea. I just think the sea, full stop. Watching the sea, it always makes me feel very relaxed. There we go. So I'm going to go all the way down with the strap. I can't remember my words at the minute. I really can't. Terrible. And I'm not going to bother to do one the other side. You could do a double stitch if you want, but I'm just going to leave it as the one. It's a little shopping bag. You don't need to do too much. So give that a press like that, so it's nice and neat. And then what we're going to do, don't knock your iron over. First thing we need to do is just find the centre of this hemmed edge. Okay, so we're going to go over like that and find the centre. Lynn, you went to Peyton today. It's gone down since you've been. About 10 years ago, the cigarette youngsters were smoking, and it wasn't not cigarettes. Not many dropped curves for you bagging. Oh, Lynn, that's a shame, lovely. I was going to say, we used to go to Peyton when we were kids, because it was a couple of hours sort of thing from Cheltenham. It's one of those days out we used to have. But It's a shame that it's not very fun down there now, lovely. What we're going to do from that centre point, we're going to go 2.5 inches out and make a little mark. And then we're going to do the same that side, 2.5 inches out and make a little mark. And that's just for positioning for my handles. Okay. So we're going to find that little mark there, and I'm going to line up the edge with the strap. And put a clip in. And then making sure it's not twisted like that. I'm going to find the other little mark there and tuck that one under the hem like that and pop a clip in. And then we're going to stitch right the way across this, okay, and hem the whole thing. Yeah, painting used to be really beautiful. I remember going when we were kids and stuff, and when my mum used to run a playgroup years and years ago, and we used to take the kids on like day trips and stuff. I'm sure we used to go to like Western and all as well, but I remember going to painting on a day trip with the playgroup, taking a lot of 2 and 3-year-olds. But that's a shame that it's not as nice as it was, love. We go all the way down like that. And then back we go. So what we're going to do now is stitch down like that. Okay, we just need to flip this handle upwards now. So what you're going to do is just sort of flip it over the hem. So if I just come over here a second, you can see we're going to go over like that and just fold it over so it's kind of in line with the hem here, and give that a press just like that, and do the same this side just like that. Okay, and then we're just going to stitch just from across the top of the handle, so from here to about here. So just stitch just across the handle on both bits. So I'm just going to grab my water. My throat's really sore today. Not sore, it's just dry. Right, we're going to go across there, across there. What's everyone else been up to? We had 2 people going down by the seaside. One had a lovely time, one had not so good a time. What's everyone else been up to? Anything exciting? So I've stitched forward, and then I'm going to completely reverse as well. Okay, all the way across, just to make it really nice and neat. I moved the camera slightly. I don't know if it's now too close, whether you can see what's going on. Played about with the cameras, which was probably dangerous, but I thought it was a closer up view, but I'm wondering now if it's too close and all it's doing is trying to focus on my hands. So I've just stitched across those handles. There we go. Right, let's just clean that up, get rid of those little threads there. Come on, there we go. And that little thread there. It does feel a little bit more like summer today, though, I have to say. It's been 22 degrees down by us and really sunny. It's been lovely. I've heard from Sarah Jane. She's having a lovely time. She's chilling out on the beach. You're planning on doing nothing, apparently, which is good. Carol, your decorator left last night, so you've been cleaning pictures and putting everything back. It takes so long. Oh, doesn't it just? Doesn't it just? Oh, it'd be lovely when it's all done, though, lovely. It'd be fab. Right, so I'm going to take one of my triangular pieces and I'm going to put it on the front of one of the sides of the bag. So I'm just lining it up in the bottom left corner like that. Okay, pop a pin in, just hold it down. Oh, Alex is out in the garden. That's all right, don't worry. You're enjoying a cornetto while you watch me. Oh, nice. You've got 2 grandchildren after school tomorrow and they all seem to have hollow legs. You're making sure you get one before they see them. Well, absolutely. Absolutely. We've got the boys on Friday night. So no doubt Jonah Benjamin will find the biscuits. He does like to find the biscuits. So I've put that one on the bottom left. And then this one, which is the other side, because obviously you're going to make 2 sides to the bag, you want to put on the bottom right, okay, like that. And again, line them up with the raw edges. Making sure it's all nice and neat. Tuck a bit in there. And another one in there, like that. Like that. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take it over to the machine and we're going to just top stitch along here. Okay, so about 1/8 of an inch away from the edge of the red, we're going to top stitch all the way along there. Okay, just that diagonal line. Sejin, are you watching? Kalispera, darling. Kalispera is good night in or good evening in Greek. Claire, you took your mum to her old sewing group. Her arthritis and dementia means she can't sew anymore, but she enjoyed catching up with the ladies. Oh, that's really nice. Sometimes it's just nice to do a bit of social stuff, isn't it? And go and see people you haven't seen for a while. Liz, you've been doing some gardening. Last couple of days, you have a huge garden. Oh, lucky you. I've got the tiniest garden in the world. And Maria, you're trying to make a bucket hat that Sonia kindly helped you with. Oh, I did see that Sonia was doing the maths for you. That's really cool. So, right, so all I'm going to do is just top stitch. Now, if you wanted to, you could change thread, do this in a coordinating colour. I'm not changing thread, just for this. Okay, so I'm going to go all the way down. Like that. I think these would be lovely, like end of term presents and stuff. There we go. So done that one. I'm just going to do the other one. Says nursing her sunburn. I know. She appears that one of the medications she's taking does not like the sunshine, and she has burnt her leggings, her ankles really badly, which is not fun when you're on holiday, is it? There we go. All the way down. Are you this colour, Sarah? Are you the colour of this strawberry? There we go. All the way down. Claire, you even had a cuppa in Southgate seafront, enjoying the sunshine. Ah, nice. I've got no time for gardening. No, that is true. I have no time for gardening. So it's a good job I've got a teeny tiny little garden, really, isn't it? Because I wouldn't be able to keep up with it anyway. Right. Okay, so you've got something that looks like that now. You've got your 2 bag fronts. All right. What we're going to do now, we're going to put these wrong sides together because we're going to French seam them. Okay, so I'm going to put line up the edges, the top like that. Okay, so just making sure that that top is nicely lined up and pin. And I am actually, see what a good girl I am, and I'm actually pinning. And you're going to try and line up as best you can that red top triangle there. Okay, so there we go. And then the bottom edge, make sure everything's all nicely lined up like that. And then we're going to do the same the other side. So again, line up those top edges like that. There we go. And you haven't got any triangles on that one, so let's just line up that bottom edge. Oh, give me a pin. And then again, one in the center like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stitch all the way down, across the bottom and all the way back up, and then we're going to turn it through and do a French seam. Okay, so basically you're sewing at the moment what feels wrong because this is the right side. Okay, Nikki, yeah, you did what you warned her. It was hot. Yeah, it is hot out there, but she also thinks, because she's never burnt before, she had factor 50 on, she thinks it's one of her medications that have made her a bit photosensitive. So I'm just doing 1/4 inch all the way down the side like that, and then we're going to go across the bottom. Okay. And just make sure all that's laid nice and flat before I go across the bottom. There we go. Get to the side, one more stitch, there we go, and then up the other side. Oh, nearly, I've got the strap caught. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Had the strap caught around the iron cord. And up that side. Make sure you back stitch there as well. Okay. Right. Nearly done. Honestly, it's like one more bit of sewing and this is done. This is a quick project tonight. So I'm going to take these pins out now, and then we're going to enclose all of these raw edges. But before we do that, we just want to trim a little bit off, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is just trim off about 1/8 of an inch this bottom edge, okay, just to make sure that it's all nice and neat. There we go. And again, just get rid of those dog ears and trim back any little overhang down the side like that. And you also want to clip all of your corners, so that one there and that one there. And on the top here, I'd like to, I don't know, hopefully you can see this. You kind of want to tailor it, so you're just gonna, don't clip it sort of just across. I'm taking down the width of that right the way down to so I'm about 1/8 of an inch there, and tailoring that down. You did. It's not that hot really. Normally you tinge red and then go brown over the night. You sat on the balcony in the cool, your legs up, trying to convince Dave he needs to go and get you an ice cream. Well, that's hashtag standard, sir. He should know by now that ice cream is mandatory. Tell him. David, go buy our ice cream. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to turn this through. So I'm going to turn this right the way through, and then we're going to stitch it again to enclose all of those seams. But if you do this little bit neatly, it will work really well. So grab a turner and push out that, gently push out those corners so you've got them really nice and neat. And then we're going to give this a good iron. There we go. So yeah, I think it's at like 25, 26 over with you, Sarah, isn't it? 'Cause, she's in Greece, so it's not like, you know, it's up in the 40s. So, and Sarah is a sun lover. She does love the sunshine normally. There we go, like that. Mind you, we haven't really seen it at all this year, have we? So, you know, maybe skin just was a bit like, no, not used to it yet. Normally we've pre-gamed in the garden before anyone goes on holiday. Right, roll that one out like that. Make sure that's all nice and neat. And then we're going to stitch all the way around again, but this time we're going to do a slightly bigger. We're going to do about a 3/8 of a seam allowance, which is like your standard foot, okay? So if you did your seam allowance at 1/4 of an inch, you want to do it just a weeny bit bigger, okay? If you did it as 3/8, I would do it as a 1/2 inch. So just a little bit bigger than what you've done with the other one. So I'm going to just follow that line there on my machine, which is just a bit bigger than my 1/4 of an inch then. Okay. So I'm just keeping it lined up with that edge there, which I know on this machine is about 3/8 of an inch. So all the way down. I'm going to take one stitch across at the corner, because again it gives me a little bit of wiggle room. What's that, sir? It's 25. He's off to get you an ice cream. Good boy, Dave. Nick, it's 32 in Spain, is it? It's far too hot this time of year. Wow, yeah, that is hot, isn't it, for June time? And here we go. All the way down. And then just one across the corner, and then up that one. Hopefully, if you've got that slightly big seam allowance, you'll have trapped all those raw edges in, and it'll all be nice and neat. There we go, and then back down like that. Okay, your bag's nearly finished. So, anyone else going off on holiday? Everyone talking about all these beautiful sunshiny holidays? You know, Nick is in Spain and Sarah's in Greece. Lynn's been to Peyton. All over the place. Anybody else doing anything fun? Right, what we're going to do now is just push all of that out. Get right out in the corners. Oh, come on. There we go. Get that right out in the corner. And this side as well. Basically what you've done is a little French seam on the bag. just to keep it all nice and neat. And then we're going to give it a final press, and then we're going to add the drawstrings, and your bag's done. I mean, I think these would be lovely, really lovely, like reading bags for, book bags. That's what I'm trying to think of, the word book bag. I can't think of the word book then. Sarah Jane does need 2 ice creams, 1 for each foot. Absolutely. The wasps are the worst. Oh, you've got loads of wasps there, have you? Oh, that's rubbish. That's very rubbish, Anne. There we go, nearly there. And if you've got any little threads poking through, just chop them off, because you've enclosed that seam, so it's fine. Just any little bits like that. Okay, so now all you need to do is add your drawstring. So I'm just going to give that a good press. You've got your bag done. Okay, so this you could do with anything. Ribbon, piping cord, whatever you've got there really. Carol, your thread cutter isn't working on your machine and it's not mentioned in the manual. Any ideas what to do? Ooh, is it just, have you taken the plate off and give it a good clean out? That's where I normally start. If not, it's take it back for a service, love. Okay, so I'm going to start on my right hand side. I'm just going to thread my ribbon all the way through this side. I think this would be a lovely teacher's gift. If you've got to make teacher's gift for the end of term, or like nurseries and stuff, they'd make lovely gifts for Christmas and birthdays too. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, with your thread cutter, lovely, if you've taken the plate off, and then, so I'm flipping it over. So I've gone all the way through that one, flipping it over, and then threading it through this one. If you've taken your plate off and cleaned it all, and then double checked that, it's all, there's no lint, there's no threads or anything in there, then maybe take it to have a service, love, and get them to check it, because it might be like a computer error. There's nothing much you can do about that, unfortunately. Hi Tanya, how are you, love? Oh, don't worry. Yeah, take the plate off and have a look. Good cleaning often works. That's right, Eileen, it really does. We don't do it enough. Right, okay, so I want the ribbon, piping cord, whatever you're going to use, cord of any sort, paracord, and just cut it a bit bigger, like that. Take the safety pin off. Oh, I could have used my thang. I realised that the hole in the thang was for threading stuff earlier. Did not know that. And then tie a knot just in there. And then, oh, I found a lighter and I've left it in the other room. If you're going to use ribbon, satin ribbon, just snip the end and then just run it through a lighter or a flame of some sort, a match, and it just seals the end, so it doesn't fray like this. I'm sure you all know that little trick. There we go. So that's one side, and then you've got to... Ow! Just stuck the safety pin right in my finger. Then we're going to put the safety pin back on this side. And how have I managed to knot that? Oh, my goodness me. So, because I started over here, we're going to start on the opposite side of the bag, this side now. Okay, so again, we've got to go through all the way. Oh! It appears to have lost signal. Did I disappear for a second there, ladies? Or the Wi-Fi seems to be dropping out. Ow. Hello? How bizarre. Right. Did I just all disappear and all then for a second? This happened the other day. The Wi-Fi dropped out and it all went blur. Hopefully, oh, it's running really, really badly now. I'm gonna do this as quickly as I can. Hopefully, can you still all hear me, guys? Can you still hear me, or is it all frozen? I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Cool. Right, so I'm going to finish this up quickly. So we've gone from that way all the way round. According to me, it's frozen, but hopefully you can still hear me. And I will change the camera. No, the glitching's not your end, sir. It's my end. It's all, yeah. It was, I think it's, if the Wi-Fi dropped out for a second. There we go. All right, I'm back. Good, good, good. Well, you know, technology, eh? Right, so I've got it. I've done exactly the same. So I started over here, went all the way around, back through, just like you do with a normal drawstring. Cut it off. Pop a little knot in. So just pop a knot in there like that, the end. There we go. And then hopefully that will act like a drawstring, which it's going to. So you've got your little bag, which is, you know, I think a really, really cute little bag. And it doesn't have to be a strawberry. It could be anything. It could be anything. I've no idea. Camera's not changing. Oh, see what's going on. Okay. Am I over here now? I've just refreshed everything. Okay, right. Hopefully I'm over here now. So, drawstring all the way around one way, all the way around the other way. You can only see my hair. No one needs to see that. It needs a blow dry. Right. Okay, we're gonna. I think the Wi-Fi is playing up, guys. I'm really sorry. So then you would literally just open up your strawberry pocket, shove all that inside, and then you can pull up your drawstrings like that, and you've got your little strawberry bag. Okay, which I think are super cute. I really do. They don't have to be strawberries. You could do yellow. They'd do like lemons, wouldn't they? All sorts. Okay, sorry about that. I think there was a glitch in the Wi-Fi because the streaming software was froze, and I had to refresh that, and then it was saying it was waiting for a connection. So no idea, but I think this fabric, it's the Moda Magic Dot in the red and the green. If you want to make them into strawberries, I think it's perfect for that. They really do look like little strawberries. And you could then use any fabric you wanted. This was a Magic Dot. I just used the Magic Dots, but it could be any fabric here. But they could be lemons, couldn't they? If you did this bright yellow, it would look like a lemon. It could be any colours at all. I mean, they do look a bit screwed up when they come out, but you're only going to be putting your shopping in it, doesn't it? Aren't you? So there we go. Shove all that back in. I like that. Pull on your drawstrings, and then you can, you know, tuck it in the bottom of your bag, because they're relatively small. They'd sit in a handbag, wouldn't they? Or just in the car. You could, you know, put them in the car, hang them, I don't know, hang them in the boot, so you've always got little bags with you or something, you know. But yeah, I think they'd be nice presents for teacher presents. You could then put you know, give them one of these and a bottle of wine for putting up all the kids, or brilliant for book bags for kids. You could applique onto this little bit with their name or something, and then when they're not in use, they'll roll up small and they'll go in their pockets. Lots and lots you could do with them. Anyway, I just thought it was a really cute idea. And my husband made me laugh. He was like, why have you made a strawberry? I went, well, these won't kill me, will they? They're not real. He was most indignant for me. I was like, it's the only way I can enjoy strawberries is like that. So, there we go. Sorry about that little glitch in the middle. I don't know what happened. It just, all the software stopped working. And I could see it was frozen. So I had to quickly like refresh. And then the cameras wouldn't work. But anyway, you get the idea. The drawstring bit is the standard one way and then the other to drawstring. So if you want all the sizes, you just have to need to pop back and watch this back from the beginning. You'll be able to watch it. I gave you all the sizes at the beginning. There isn't a 1 o'clock tomorrow because Sarah Jane's sunning herself, or rather not sunning herself now because she's sunburnt. And it's just me in the shop tomorrow. I can't do a 1 o'clock tomorrow. But I might do a live from the shop on Friday because I've sorted some stuff out, so there might be something happening Friday. Okay, so I'll try and go live on Friday. He does love me. He was like, you know, he was thinking about me. I was like, they won't bloody kill me, will they, those? They're pretend strawberries. But yeah, oh, you could hang them from the interior car mirror. You could put like one of those little like air freshener pellets in it when they're hanging up, and then you've always got a bag with you when you go shopping. So, right, that's it for me tonight, my darlings. I need to go and sort some tea out because I don't know where Joshua is. He's not back yet, which is most unlike him. So I'm having a tea cooked for me. Disgraceful. So I'm going to have to go feed the kids. Right, I will see you real soon. And yeah, so don't worry about it. You're on holiday. You don't need to know. It's fine. I will probably see you Friday. I'll do a little sneaky live on Friday, okay? Take care. Bye.